this is my obsession. I'm sorry. I have an obsession with Legos. My Legos. So what we're doing is my sweetheart is going to build me a Lego hutch with a little table so the grandkids can play and places for my Legos. So one of my boys helped him rip down 3 pieces of plywood. Is that what it's called? What is it?
Yeah, it's the furniture grade plywood.
Furniture grade plywood to make our shelves and a little table. So that's that. And then we found, as I'm moving this way from my Facebook, someone was selling, or getting rid of a table. So these are going to be my table legs for my hutch. So I started sanding, and we're going to cut them down so they're little. So now we're going to go out and cut them down. All right, I want them at 24 inches. 24 inches from the top.
24 from the top, right?
Yes.
And we determined that the outer edge is straight.
Yes.
And not tapered.
Well, these are kind of all straight. These are a little different than, no, there's a little bit of curve.
Tapered. It's tapered.
Okay. But hey, they were free. I'm cool with that.
Taper some. Right, we're going to measure down this one here.
Yes, please.
Cut 1 to 72. We need 2 more cut to 72, right?
Yes, but
they're
they're
the 2
the
bottom pieces.
right. They're the bigger
Of
ones.
course.
Well, why would they be on top?
So,
Okay, guys, gotta move
the
them.
whole stack to the garage?
No,
No?
no, so just do this.
Wouldn't that be easier?
No.
Right, yes, it would be, but why would we do that?
One at a time. Yeah, I will show you.
Well, he did fall down.
He only fell off a ladder at like the second to top rung.
Alright,
Yeah, there is that.
I will take this one.
I can probably take a piece one.
You got it?
Grab the door, yeah.
I'll get the doors. Okay. So that pretty
Okay,
much
don't whack the mother in the head, please.
the wrong thing.
Oh, hey, you took out my table.
I won't do that in the future. I have learned my lesson and I have adjusted for it.
Okay.
There's a board on there.
Oh, I didn't tell you my latest great dad joke, Tristan.
Oh no.
Can we keep it that way?
No. Oh no. You're the one that wanted to talk about music.
Wasn't it?
You're the one that wanted to talk about music.
Uh-oh.
What did the drummer name his twin daughters?
Oh.
Anna 1, Anna
I hate
2.
you.
Okay, so we're going to cut the upright pieces for your shelves, right?
Yes,
And these are 12.5
correct.
is what they need to end up at.
Right.
Okay. So what I've done is I clamped a piece of scrap here so I can butt up against that. It'll give me 12.5 on this side. And we've got these other pieces we cut off the other day, and we're gonna just cut them one by one real quick. We need 7 total, right?
Yes.
Got one, right? Surprisingly close for the kind of work we do.
Surprise ourselves. That chewed up edge. Thank you.
Meh. Not too bad. And so you can see. We're not gonna make noise and frighten you yet.
Thank you.
Okay. As you can see, we've got our dado blade on here. First time ever using it. We don't know if we're doing it right or not. Of course, because we are Team Klutzy. So we have a piece of scrap here. We're going to use our crosscut sled. We brought the blade up through it, and we've got it moved over into the other set of grooves, and we've got a rest underneath it, so it will slide fairly easily, and hopefully make it a little bit safer. I don't know if you're supposed to use a crosscut sled with a dado blade or not, but we are going to. So if we're not supposed to do that, you can put it in the comments so that other people don't risk life, limb, and happiness like we're doing. Our first attempt, we were very, very wide with the blade. We followed, and I'm bleeding now. We followed the instructions, but it turns out that our 3/4 inch is not exactly 3/4, is a little bit less. And that's going to affect some of our measurements, but we're not too concerned about it. So we got it adjusted, and then for our depth, I do have a digital micrometer here. We zeroed it. Is this, no, is this our final cut, Tristan?
Yeah.
Hopefully that shows. So that gives us our 1/4 inch. And we've built kind of a Rube Goldberg setup here. These are the two side panels. Christy and I laid these out last night. The lines are to show me what side our cut should be. So we've got 4 shelves on each, and then a top and a bottom, so 6 shelves total. But these 4 on the inside will sit in these grooves to give them strength. The top and the bottom will bolt on completely, so they go the full length. So we've got 4 pieces that are a little bit shorter. We're going to cut these grooves here. The thinking is that we'll be able to line up, pass this over, cut one, flip the whole stack over, cut the other, flip it end for end, and then do 2 more cuts, and then we'll adjust our stop. What we've done is we set our stop up. It's screwed to the back of our sled here. Got a piece attached to it, and we measured it out. We slid this over so that we're
On the line.
right where we need to be on our line, and we're cutting out on the X side to give us what we need. So we're going to go ahead, let Christy get out of the way, and we will make a couple of cuts. This is our internal pieces that we were using for fitting. So Tristan, you want to go ahead? You might want to be over here, love, because he's kind of over here on this side of me.
Okay. What's it stopping on?
When we attach this, it extends down past the back and is catching the edge of the table. So if you want to pause for a minute, we will fix that and then we will be back. Okay, we've raised this guide up a little bit. It should clear now. We've reset everything. Hopefully back in this spot where we were cutting before, and at least as close as we felt we could get it. So I think we're ready to go. Unplug my saw.
Safety. Safety first. Now we have our dividers for my Lego shelves, and I have marked top, but I do not like the funky little trim things, so I want to paint these. So what I'm going to do is take dried X, that's pink, so I know when it's dry because I'm not patient at all. So what I will end up doing is I will end up painting this side and this side, but this side is the side that gets the putty. So I'm going to put a layer of putty, and I'll sand it off, and then it makes a real nice smooth edge for when you paint. I'm just going to take... Next, we're going to do the stain, and I know you're not supposed to shake the stain, but we shake the gray because it seemed to work better if we shake it and stir it, especially after it's been sitting. I don't know why if we didn't shake it, it ends up kind of green, and I don't want green, I want gray. And I do not like it on my hands. I'm going to look. So I am going to stir it to make sure there's nothing in the bottom here. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. I just dip and wipe. Again, we are making a little kid's table for my Lego Hutch. I don't know if you can see the grooves in there, but I don't want those. So it was suggested that we get a stainable wood filler because this piece is stained where the other piece is painted. And it dries fast, they're not kidding. Faster than I can put on. I tried the putty knife. It was worthless to use with this. I'm using my fingers. So my understanding is I just want to put a little bit in to get away this grainy stuff so that it'll stain. So we'll see how it goes. We have the hardware attached to the box. These are big cute little chairs. Aren't those cute? A box of 2. So that's Whenever.
Okay. Why don't you come in so you can see this?
Okay. We're putting it on the wood itself.
Yeah, on the wood,
Okay.
not me. They've seen me before.
Okay.
So these are gonna go on the bottom of our table. And there's
Kid table.
blocks that go across here. And then the leg comes through to anchor in.
Right.
So we need to cut these V's. I imagine a good woodworker, which I am not, would have a router and they could just go and make a V or something. I don't know. I'm going to use the tools I have available to me, which is either a hand circular saw or the table saw. And we're going to attempt to use a table saw just to make it easier and hopefully a little more accurate. So we've set our blade on a 45 for the angle, which should give us this cut on this end. And we're going to cut all 4 of our boards, make the first cut. Then I think we should be able to, by coming, I don't know. The second cut's going to be tricky. I haven't quite worked that out yet, but we're going to do the first cut and at least get that one semi-straight. So we've got 4 of them.
You want to do the long ones while you have them at that angle?
Yes, I am going to do the long ones as well.
Okay.
That one good.
Okay.
Okay. So now while I figure out how to set up for the second cut, we'll take a break. Okay, it turned out to be easier than I suspected. Move the fence over to the other side of the blade, move the miter gauge over to the other side of the blade. Now we'll get the second cut. It should work. So let's put it to the test. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're out in the garage this morning It's about 17 degrees. We do have the heater running, but it's not helping too much. So we're working on the table and we want to get these holes drilled. We need more of these holes on our pieces that will go around underneath. We'll show you later. It just took some scrap and built a little jig. I have this piece here. I have a vise underneath here for machine and metal work. So I have a thing that I can just clamp into it to make it quick and easy. And then we just screwed this to the top. We've set our stop for a depth on our larger holes. So we're going to drill all those first. Then we'll come back and drill the holes that go through all the way through on the other side. And then we'll go inside and get one.
Go Wald.
The drill press doesn't like cold weather any more than we do. We're back, we're working on the table. We're hoping to get it put together. We've got the old pieces here, and this is actually more like this. We cut these. These little braces are still attached to the old ones, so we're now going to transfer the braces over. I left them there so I wouldn't lose them. Going to transfer those over to these pieces, and we'll put them on our sides over here. Then we should be able to attach all of those and the legs to the bottom and have our little table
for my kids and my Legos. All right.
Moment of truth.
Yep. Oh, isn't that cute? What is all that snap crackly noises?
Oh, it held. My 240.
Okay.
So
it should hold the babies. It's my pieces. Well, part of them.
all right, so Christy's been busy painting. We've got these kind of laid out how it's going to end up going together. What we're going to do now is we want to pre-drill holes in our sides and our shelves to put our screws through so we don't split out our wood. And it's like single digits outside, so we're inside making a mess in the kitchen.
Oh, goody. Tristan, run the vacuum,
Tristan's
please.
gonna try to mitigate the mess.
Thank you. So
The sides on those?
you should be able to sit on one end and push while he drills.
Well, the problem is they wiggle wobble.
But we're not taking it off the floor until we're done.
Yeah, but it can still wiggle wobble on the floor.
Yeah, it may wibble wobble.
But that's what. Nobody listens to Tristan. See, it's wibble wobbling. It's wibbling.
Why are you wiggling it?
I know that's. It's. You see how easy this wibble wobbles?
Yeah, but once you get all 3 screws in, shouldn't it be?
It takes 2 seconds and it'll keep it straight. Listen to Tristan. And then we put the sides in and then we screw it in.
No, because we still have to do the other.
No, those don't need the sides.
Okay, put
Those
it on
don't matter
that.
with the sides.
Put that, just wedge it in over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This
Wedge
stops
it-
it from wibble wobble.
Wedge it in over there and whack it in.
You see?
Like a big, huge puzzle.
Yeah, because now it's not flat because you're up on the edge of it.
Oh, that's so hard to fix. See, look at this. This is where we would have been if we didn't fix the wibble wobble.
Do you like the whack-a-mole?
Possibly.
With a hammer and...
Oh gosh. So the trick is getting all 4 of them.
Yeah, there is that.
Okay,
So cool.
so we just put it in place.
Okay,
We've got some
hey.
spacers.
Would you do one quick thing for me and measure the distance? Because I've changed it again from the ceiling to the top shelf.
Make sure that your thing's gonna
But
fit.
make sure my nativity's gonna fit up there. How
I
many?
have 17 and a half.
Okay, I'm good. I need 14 and a half. Oh, that's,
So that will fit. For those that might be wondering what the purpose of these are, we live in an area where we have earthquakes. We put these little rails on. We also have them in the pantry for all the stuff that Christy cans and puts in jars in there so that they won't rattle off the shelf. It just holds them in place. It doesn't have to be real super strong. It's just there to keep it from vibrating off the shelf in an earthquake.
Yep.
Legos and stuff will be here. It would suck if they fell.
Legos. Basically Legos.
It would suck if they fell off the shelf in the middle of the night in an earthquake, because everybody knows the worst thing that can happen to you is stepping on a Lego. But we're prepared to deal with that. So next steps are, we're going to go ahead and make sure we got it level. We've got brackets. We'll find the studs and we'll screw it into the studs so that it's free hanging, and then we can take the cloth off the table, be able to pull the table in and out like we used it last night for the grandkids. And they can also sit here and play Legos. They can slide the table out and have a larger work surface if they need to. That's
Okay.
what we've got.
Now we have the finished product. Breakables up high, and then all my Legos, and a cute little table, chairs that pulls out, and the kids love it, and I love it. And that